Brunson has a white wife. Just ruined my morning.
This morning, I woke up and was scrolling through X, like I usually do when I'm hunting for stories, and that's when I stumbled across this particular clip.
That Brunson has a white wife. Just ruined my morning. I hope everybody knows that. And now I hope your morning is ruined just like mine. Because I really thought you had a black queen playing on that court like that.
This morning, I woke up and was scrolling through X, like I usually do when I'm hunting for stories, and that's when I stumbled across this particular clip. A woman in the video said that finding out Jalen Brunson has a white wife had ruined her morning, adding that she hoped everyone else's morning would be ruined too, just like hers, because she genuinely assumed he had a black partner by his side, given the way he plays on the court. Here we go again. Another story involving our brother Jalen Brunson. Honestly, when I came across this, I wasn't surprised. It's the kind of reaction I could have seen coming even before the series started. He's been with his now wife, Allie Marks, since high school. She's white and Jewish, and that detail seems to be exactly what's fueling a lot of this online noise. I know about the podcast moment because Jalen co-hosts a show with Josh Hart, his Knicks teammate who's married to a black woman. The two of them went to Villanova together, and there's a third co-host on the show who's in a relationship with a black woman as well. And that's part of how you can tell this whole situation has actually gotten to Jalen. At one point on the show, he turned to his co-host and asked why Matt gets praised for being in an interracial relationship while Jalen gets criticized for the exact same thing. His co-host responded by asking, half-jokingly, whether it's because Matt is the guy in that dynamic, to which Jalen pushed back, saying it's actually Allie who catches the criticism because she's the white partner in the relationship. So the guy seen sitting next to a black woman in that clip is Jalen's co-host, Matt, and from what's shown, it's clear that Jalen and Allie are frustrated by the apparent double standard, Matt getting praised for his relationship while Jalen gets criticized for his. And that contrast is largely what's fueling
upset with Jalen Brunson's wife and talking shit about her because she's a white woman. Y'all are some weirdos. I completely understand the frustration within the black community of like feeling that black men, especially in the industry of sports industry, always choosing white women and having like a fetish for them. Understandable. But not all of them are like that. You cannot put that label on everyone. They have been high school sweethearts. They've been fucking since they were kids. Bro, like, she's a doctor, she has her own shit. Like, you can't just put her down and be upset with her for that. That's crazy. It gets to a point. Again, it's understandable, but not with all of them. You can't just generalize every white woman who's with a black man in the sports industry. She seems like a really sweet girl, and y'all are talking so much shit about her and putting all this hate towards them that is so unnecessary. Like, get over it.
Now, it's gotten so crazy that
I feel like this boosts LeBron's legacy because, you know what I'm saying? His high school sweetheart was a black girl. And that just makes him, like, better.
Now, I want to talk about what the brother said about LeBron.
All right. This whole conversation online has completely blown up into something way bigger than just basketball. And people are mixing sports, relationships, culture, and opinions all into one massive debate. It originally started with talk around LeBron James and Savannah James, with people pointing out how their relationship goes all the way back to high school. From there, the discussion shifted into a much broader conversation about how fans view successful black athletes and how their personal lives often become part of public storytelling. Some people see it as admiration and inspiration, while others argue that it turns into overanalysis and unnecessary narratives attached to success. But then the focus quickly shifted back to the NBA, and that's where Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks completely took over the spotlight. Brunson's rise has been one of the most unexpected yet dominant stories in modern basketball. Coming into the league as a second-round pick, not many people predicted he would become the face of a franchise, let alone lead them to a championship. Yet, that's exactly what happened. Brunson turned the Knicks into a title-winning team after decades of struggle, and in the process, he completely changed how people view his game, his leadership, and even his place in NBA history. For a franchise like New York, where expectations are always high but success has been rare, this championship instantly became one of the most emotional and historic moments in years. And naturally, with success comes debate. Social media has been going back and forth on what defines a true superstar, how championships should be evaluated, and whether history matters more than current performance. Some fans rely heavily on past trends in the NBA, while others focus only on what players are doing right now on the court. That clash is what keeps the conversation alive 24/7. At the same time, discussions about relationships and athletes' personal lives got pulled into the same wave of conversation. People online often connect timing, loyalty, and success stories, trying to build narratives around who supported whom before fame arrived. It turns into a mix of sports analysis and social commentary, which only adds fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Brunson's championship run continues to stand as the strongest answer to all the noise. Game after game, he delivered under pressure, hit clutch shots, and proved he could carry a team on the biggest stage in basketball. His finals performance, especially the dominant closeout game, forced even critics to reconsider what they believed about smaller guards leading championship teams. And that's really where the story comes full circle. All the debates, all the old takes, all the predictions don't matter as much anymore once the final buzzer sounds and a championship is won. Because at the end of the day, the court always gives the final verdict. And Brunson made sure